Hello everyone, my name is Rosie. Thank you so much for dropping by. This video is kind of like a continuation of the last video. The other one was like the last video for 12 days of planning, which was like weeks late, but I thought I would do a January recap of the planners that have been working for this last month in January 2024. So these are the planners that aren't really working for me. So I'm going to set this aside. That last video was kind of like womp womp. It was kind of negative seeing how like it was just all the planners that didn't work. But yeah, I hope this video is a lot more fun because these are the planners that I am using for 2024 or have been working for January that I'm probably going to use until the end of February. But again, who knows? I'm always planner hopping. But yeah, these four are my newest planners that I've purchased in 2024 that weren't in my lineup when I filmed it. I filmed my planner lineup in November. And so I'm just going to go over how I'm using them. But yeah, so this one is the A6 supplement from Hobonichi. This is my third year using it. I never really stick to it. Before it was like sticker vomit planner, and yeah, I'm not using it like that. I'm using this as kind of like time blocking. I'm probably not going to share this on Instagram. It's kind of like for personal use for me to like reflect on like how that week went. So it's just time blocked, and it's honestly just a way to see how my day went. I'm even thinking next week I'm gonna try using it as a food log, but for now, this week it's just gonna be the three top priorities and like how I'm portioning out my day. I just want to be more productive with my time, but also have time to relax. So I don't want to overschedule myself. So this is what this planner is for. The second purchase that I did for 2024 is this Magic of Eye planner. Again, this is not my first time using it. I think this is my third year using it. My second A6. The first Magic of Eye planner I bought was the A5, and that was a bit too big. I never get to really stick to it, but this planner is just for like, I'll explain it. On the bottom of every day is like the energy of the day. So for example, let's just use this last week. I can't see from here. So Diamond Mine, Love It Up, Heart Explosion, and it says like the tone, kind of like the tone of the day. And so you can see here it's really messy. I just go here and see like what that means and try to prioritize my week for that. So for example, with Heart Explosion, I make sure I really emphasize time with my family. When it's like with Love It Up, I make sure to spend time with Jamie because those are the times that like they're optimal for that. Today is Love It Up, so I really try to schedule time with my parents and my girls. Jamie's in Vancouver right now, so that's pretty much what it is. So I think it's like you can say daily intentions or daily tone of the day. Does that make sense? Anyways, that's how I'm using this planner. I think it's really convenient seeing how like if you want to plan like a trip or want to plan a YouTube video or time with family or with your partner, you could use like these tones of the day to like maximize that. Like why would you spend a date night on like a Diamond Mine day? Well, I mean like it could work, but like for Diamond Mine, I probably would use that as like a YouTube day or a day to be really productive at work. So yeah, that's how I'm using this planner. My next one, oh my gosh. So I filmed a reel on this and it was like awful because the A6 covers or like the Hobonichi covers with these like loops here, they tend to be bigger. So you would use it as like a closure because there's no snap closure. But with this one, it's a lot smaller, like so small that I can barely put like the pen clip in. Like it's really hard to do. Like, I mean, it's used to it now, and it didn't shut close by itself. So it was really annoying. But anyways, I filmed a reel on Instagram and that was a nightmare. I even got pen on it because I really love using the Muji clicker pen, and it just like you can see pen marks, and that was really annoying. But anyways, this Hobonichi Day-Free is my tarot journal, and so I don't pull a card every day, but it's pretty much that. Like when I feel like it or in the mood, I pull a card and I just journal about it. So yeah, this is my tarot journal. And in here is like a kind of like a cheat sheet of your cards, and I keep that here. It's a really old deck. I used the Aquarian Tarot. That was my first tarot deck from when I was, I think, 17. So yeah, it's like my favorite deck. So that's what I use. And that is my A6 Day-Free. And then this, oh my gosh. So you probably used to me using smaller planners, like no planners larger than the size of a TN standard, or like personal rings. Okay, I need to cough. Sorry, I'm still getting over my cold that I had the other week or a couple weeks ago. Anyways, I've always wanted to try an A5 size Hobonichi, so the Hobonichi Cousin. And I was on Poshmark and like a Coach cover popped up. And I was like, oh, I'm pretty sure this can fit the A5 Hobonichi or the Hobonichi Cousin. And then without even knowing that SM Plans and Planner Monkey Co. Bought this cover and others, I was like, I went on the Coach outlet website and I saw this. I was actually wanting to get the one that had like the brown details without the hearts. But when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get this. And yeah, a number of people got it on Instagram. And then I went out and bought the Cousin locally. But anyways, I am using this as a daily brain dump. Not like my morning pages or anything like that. It's just honestly a place for me to like brain dump. And I don't use it every day. So you can see here, I got it on the 18th. And you can see like I just have like notes, sometimes reflections, planning out parent teacher. It's honestly everything, testing out my fountain pens, my parent teacher schedule again. And then, yeah, I don't use it every day, but I definitely use it as like a brain dump type of planner because it's so large. And yeah, I just want to keep track of and have a record of all my brain dump notes rather than writing on sticky notes. Also, I have always been intrigued by this weekly vertical layout, and I don't think this way. So I've never really enjoyed planning like this, but I'm planning to use this as like a journal lettering thing. It was only supposed to be lettering, and then I was like, oh, I have stickers. So I put them down. And yeah, I just can't bulk this up too much because it can't really accommodate that much. Like probably a little bit more, but I just don't want to stress out the strap. So that's my A5 Cousin. So yeah, those are the 4 new ones that I've just been really loving and sticking to it. So that's that. And so let's go to the original planners that were in my lineup. So I think what I'd start is with my 2 workhorses. My 2 workhorses are my Hobonichi Weeks and my Kate Spade Wellesley personal rings. You can see there's a bit of a scratch there. I don't know why I got that, but anyways, my personal rings is like my main planner. Has everything that I could possibly need to plan. If I were to use any planner, it would be this one or this, or actually, you know what, my personal rings. I'm gonna film a flip through of this that will go into more detail shortly after this one, but I really utilize my meal planning, my dailies, and I don't use it all the time. So you can see here in the beginning of the week I was really sick, so I didn't really use it, but I definitely use it on like super busy days. And the weekly. So the weeklies are from Kate Spade, like the actual website, and I love it. This has been so nice to reintroduce personal rings again, and this was my first love. Like Kate Spade Wellesley was my 2017 planner, or even 2016 planner, and it was all the craze back in the day, and I just love this planner. This planner is like amazing. Yeah, my workhorse, been using it and will continue using it for, oh, my dog is, you can hear him, Eddie, You know when they do that thing where they rub up against like on the couch because they love your smell? That's what he's doing right now. But yeah, Kate Spade Wellesley. There's a lot of repetition in this Hobonichi Weeks. I tend to not use this like when I go on vacation, but I do bring my weeks a lot, more so because it's so compact and I can bring all my pens. I don't use a clear cover or anything on this. It's the leather olive color cover, and I love this. So you can see here to this week, I just been, yeah, my Hobonichi Weeks is, I freaking love it. It's amazing. I feel like this year, after having used the Hobonichi Weeks for, I think this is my 5th or 6th year using it. I think my first one actually was 2019, so my 5th year using it. I have finally found my groove. Last year was more like decorating and making things look better rather than more functional. But then this year, it's just like, I know the spread that works, the layout that works, and I'm going to stick to it. And I'm probably not going to change it from now on. So what I do is I have my work meetings, my high level events, as well as like really things that for me to flag to do on that specific day. And then weekly tasks, dinners, notes, and I also have a tracker. And I tried to do a tracker in my Kate Spade, but it just wasn't enough room. I'm always torn between which layout, like which, like do I like the rings or Hobonichi Week? So there's a lot of repetition, but I'm okay with that because I love writing things. So that's that. And then, so yeah, those two are like my workhorse. I love this case from Euroliku. This like, it's like the flat tool case that I use as a pencil case, and my Hobonichi cover. And it's just, it's so nice. Like, I just love it. And it's so easy to use when I'm traveling. This is not my traveling standard TN, but when I have these two together, it's pretty slim enough to put in my backpack. So I don't mind traveling with that. I tend to not travel with this. I think I said that, but definitely travel with my Hobonichi Weeks. Okay, so those two are my planners. My next couple ones are more like for journaling and creative expression. I will go over my A6. So my A6 Hobonichi is more so for like relationships, like daily recap. So I don't really use my monthlies, but I do use the dailies. I like journaling about that day specific thing that happened. So while these are more things that will happen and like planning, this is more of what did happen so that day. So you can see here, it's just like a mess of like what I did, photos, my writing changes all the time. You can see like Lauren's like coloring. Like even like the day went like this, and I just like listed how my day went. It's just a really chill way of me to put my thoughts down of like what happened. So you can even see here, I was just making lists. I didn't have my cousin with me. I left it at my home office, like at my parents' office. Like I converted their basement suite into my work office, and I just laid down lists of like for the hot chocolate fest. And then here's like a pen test, and then here like my goals. So I mean, I don't generally use this as a brain dump, but I obviously have used it the last couple days. But this planner was supposed to be meant for like a recap of the day, relationship wise, what I did with the kids, what I did with my parents, friends, and Jamie, and yeah. This one is my Hibino. In my last video, I mentioned that when I was putting it in my work bag, it kept on getting dinged up on the corners, and so that's why I decided to put in the Moterm A6 honey cover, and it works great. It is a tight squeeze. You can see here that there is a bit of like overhang, but I really don't care because it's brown and you can barely notice. This is my morning thoughts and gratitude journal, something that I go to first thing in the morning, and if not, the last thing I write about at night, or like even my reflections from like the day before. And so yeah, sometimes it's just like me reflecting on like pens, I'm doodling here, planner thoughts. Honestly, like it's just a jumbled mess of like brain dump. I feel like the A5, the Cousin, the A6, and my Hibino are all like brain dumps and reflections. It's all like different ways for me to journal. So yeah, gratitude and yeah, just pretty much that. And my last two, or my last three. So this one, in my last video, I couldn't find it. It was tucked away in my desk. This is my like kind of like a relationships tracker where like I really wanted to take a look at like who I spent the day with. Every day I kind of want to like have a connection with somebody, either my family, my friends, my girls, or my husband Jamie, and that's pretty much what it is. Like it's just me like going through and being like, hey, this is what I did with a specific person. And yeah, just like a reflection. I didn't do the last 2 weeks. I'm not worried about that because it's not truly a planner. It's just like a weekly recap of like who I hung out with and stuff. I can always go back and I can always pick it up. So this is my relationships tracker. And then I also have this passport TN, which is again, another way for me to reflect on the week. I do have a monthly in here. I feel like all of my TNs have a monthly. Oh no, what happened here? So this is just a way for me to look at the highlights of the day, like kind of like, not really the highlights, but my accomplishments of the day for my goals. So my goals centered around, if you see here in my A5, it centers around relationships, money, and health. So this is that. And so every day I kind of want to like go through and say like, what were my wins? What were my daily wins? And that's pretty much what this passport TN is. Here I just use stamps with Lauren. Again, like it's just how I'm feeling. But yeah, that's that. And wait, I totally forgot about another workhorse planner. I do have dailies in this, but I have like day specific tasks that I don't know, I kind of want to divide it. Like this is something that I look at night when I'm at home, while my Kate Spade is mostly like looking at like during work. And so I'll show you, I use this every day. At first I was like tracking like the time, like what was going on, but now over the last week it's just been like day specific tasks. You can see here. And this is like my workhorse. Like these three, like these two, I definitely look at pretty much every day, but this I have to look at every day because I typically write my tasks the night before and the day of I always forget. So that's what this is for. But yeah, I hope that I think that's it for all the planners that I have used and have been working for January. I hope to use these all of February, but again, like I said, this video earlier and last video, things change and I planner hop all the time. But I feel like because I have so many options and so many places to write, to reflect, to brain dump, to like plan in, I don't think I'm gonna buy anything else. I do have a passport TN that I set up for, again, like on the go notes, but it's not really a planner per se. But yeah, that is it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give a thumbs up and think about subscribing as well. I think my next video will actually be my Kate Spade Wellesley flip because it is such a workhorse and I have like everything that I could possibly need to plan my life. So yeah, that is going to be my next video. Until next time, thanks again for watching. Bye. Wait a minute, before I end this video, I totally forgot about this one. So this one is my standard TN. It's not that exciting. If you end up not watching this part, like it's totally fine. This is just my weekly and monthly reflections. I haven't really been keeping up with this. This is like in the middle between like the last video of the planners that aren't working and this video, the planners that are. This is kind of like in between, kind of like my A6 Muji. Like I use it when I feel like it. I'll just give you a quick peek. So it's memory keeping, highlight of the day, which is like what I kind of use in here, but this is more like wins. And this one, I'm hoping to use like one thing to jog kind of like my memory, like the highlight of the day. And again, I haven't even like worked on it. And then the week reflections, I kind of did here. Again, it's really hard because I did get so sick earlier this month, a couple weeks ago, so I haven't really kept up with it. But again, I don't really mind like picking up like from where I left off. But yeah, that's it. That's it. I promised you, this is the last planner. Okay, all right. Until next time. Bye.